Thank you for your interest in the Families Moving Forward Connect research study. This video will tell you about the research study and what you may expect if you decide to take part. It is important to consider this information carefully when you make your decision. You will have a chance to submit any questions you have to the research team after watching the video. They will call you to answer them. Please ask questions about anything that is not clear before you agree to participate. Okay, let's start with some key information. First, being in this research study is voluntary. It is your choice. This study is for parents and caregivers of children with fetal alcohol spectrum disorders or prenatal alcohol exposure. Children need to be between the age of 3 and 12. Although you will be asked questions about your child, they will not participate in the study themselves. The purpose of this study is to test a new smartphone app called Families Moving Forward, or FMF Connect. It was developed specifically for parents and caregivers of children with FASD or PAE. FMF Connect provides useful information to help parents manage their children's condition and get support from other parents. This study lasts 3 months long. If you participate, you will complete surveys online and try out the FMF Connect app on your phone. You should also know about the risks of participating. The most common risks are that you might feel bored or uncomfortable when you complete study surveys or talk to other parents in the app. The most serious risk is loss of confidentiality. We will tell you more about these later in the video and the protections we have in place to reduce these. You should also know that there is no guarantee you or your family will benefit from participating in this study. Now let me tell you some more details about how this study works. If you agree to be in this study, you will next complete some screening questions online. These questions will see if you meet eligibility criteria to participate. Then there are several brief surveys to gather your demographic and contact information, as well as any information or records about your child's history of prenatal alcohol exposure or FASD diagnosis. These surveys will take about 15 minutes. Up to 300 parents and caregivers could enroll in the study. There are 75 slots available for participants and caregivers to test out the app. If more than 75 people enroll in the study, the researchers will randomly select people to participate. It is important to include a diverse range of families in the study. The researchers may consider important characteristics when selecting people, such as region of the country, gender, and family demographics. If you are not selected to try out the app this time, we will let you know when we are ready to start our next larger study of the FMF Connect app. If you are selected, you will start by completing another set of surveys online. These surveys ask about your child's behavior, your thoughts about parenting, family needs, your knowledge about FASD and advocacy, self-care, and current services. These surveys will take 35 to 45 minutes to complete. You will earn $40 for completing these surveys. Then you will try out the app on your phone over a 3-month period. After 3 months, you will be asked to complete the same surveys again. There will also be a new survey on your thoughts about the app. You will earn another $40 for completing these surveys. Finally, 30 parents and caregivers will be selected for a follow-up interview. These interviews will help the research team learn more about the parents' experiences using the app. Interviews will be completed over the phone or using a computer video chat program called Zoom. Interviews will take about 45 to 60 minutes. You will earn $20 if you are selected for an interview. Now that you know more about how this study works, let's review the possible risks and the protections in place. First, it is possible you will feel upset or disappointed if you are not selected to test the app. When testing a new app, it is helpful to increase the number of users gradually. This keeps things manageable at first as the developers learn how people use the app in everyday life. We will notify you when the next larger trial is going to be started so you can participate if you are still interested. If selected, you may feel uncomfortable or bored when completing surveys or participating in interviews. You can always choose to not answer questions that make you uncomfortable. You can take a break or decide to stop participating. There are additional risks when trying out the app. For example, you may feel uncomfortable by something another parent or caregiver posts in the app. To reduce this risk, we will have trained moderators who are also parents of children with FASD. Moderators will create a welcoming environment for everyone and will monitor for inappropriate posts. Clear rules and expectations for posting will be provided to everyone using the app. You can also send an email to study staff if you feel uncomfortable or have concerns. Your safety and well-being is important to us. The moderators will let us know if they have concerns about your or anyone's safety based on posts in the app. You can also choose not to enter or post anything in the group chat component of the app. There are also additional risks to privacy and confidentiality through the app. We will protect against these risks by using state-of-the-art authentication and encryption algorithms between the app and the secure cloud data storage. You will also set a passcode to access the app on your phone. Your personal data will be encrypted automatically whenever your phone is locked. You will have a unique username in the app that will not include any personally identifying information. You will have the ability to choose how much information to share about yourself and your family. Everyone will be told not to share anyone else's information posted in the group chat component within or outside the app. The moderator will monitor for inappropriate sharing. We may also communicate with you via email as part of this study. There are some risks with using email. Please read the section on Use of Email for Communication in Research after this video. It will explain these risks and also tell you about some ways to help protect your confidentiality. The University of Rochester makes every effort to keep the information collected from you private. In order to do so, we will treat your information in strict confidence to the extent provided by law. Your identity will be coded and will not be associated with any published results from this study. Your code numbers and any identifying information will be kept in locked files or secure encrypted servers that only study staff can access. We respect your family's desire for privacy. If, however, concerns arise about your welfare or that of someone else in your family, a study staff member will talk with you about these concerns to make sure that any support you need is made available. We may need to share information with outside authorities in the event that someone reports a danger to themselves or others. As professionals, study staff are required to report suspected child or elder abuse. Sometimes, researchers also need to share information that may identify you with people that work for the university, regulators, or the study sponsor. You can read more about this and what it means for you after the video in the section on Authorization to Use and Disclose Information for Research Purposes. A few final things you should know. This study is part of a collaborative initiative on fetal alcohol spectrum disorder and is funded by the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism. Data collected in this study will be sent electronically to a central location and could be used by other researchers in FASD. Names will not be included in these shared data. Other researchers who are not part of FASD may also request access to these data, but again, no names will be released. These other researchers will not ask for your consent to use your data in the future. Researchers may be from the University of Rochester, other universities, government agencies like the National Institutes of Health, or private companies. Any published results from researchers on your data will not identify you. Researchers may also create new products, like new interventions, as part of their research. If that happens, you will not share in the profits or losses in the sale of these products. Finally, I want to emphasize again that taking part in this study is voluntary. You are free not to take part or to withdraw at any time for whatever reason. No matter what decision you make, there will be no penalty or loss of benefit to which you are entitled. In the event that you do withdraw from this study, the information you have already provided will be kept in a confidential manner. Thank you for taking the time to consider this important information. Please let us know if you have any questions or concerns.